Annyeonghaseyo and welcome back. So today we're gonna actually go over lesson 10 and 11. So Cheshikwa and Cheshibilgwa. The only difference is that lesson 10 was only like Yonsu, which is practice. So it's practice of lessons 1 through 9. So Che-ilgwa buto Che-gu-gwa gachi. So from lesson 1 to lesson 9. So that's all lesson 10 is. So the only thing I'll be doing with lesson 10 is just showing you the pages, and then you can just work on them from there. We actually did them in class, so you'll see some of my answers. But it's the same as any other lesson. You go through like first padam. So first you have padam, which is pronunciation. And if you remember these were the first things we went over, which is diphthongs and regular consonants and vowels, you know, like chimes and so forth. And that was at the beginning when we first learned how to do letters and how to write them. And then we move on to padam, which is pronunciation of words. They go over all the different kinds of padams or pronunciations that we have been doing up until this point. Like I said, if you have Naver, it'd probably be good to just type them in one by one and then just hear how they pronounce it and then just pronounce it along with them. If you notice, this one is it's underlined because that all goes together, and that's because of this ui, which is actually a, but if you plug in all of that together you'll get a word. After that we have this page where, if you can see it, it is like plugging in different particles. So plugging in the right particle, I think they're fairly easy. The only one that probably could be a little bit of trouble, which would be like uro or a. And it seems like if you're telling somebody to please do something, so using the seyo form, then it's usually like uro. And then if you're just going in that direction, like you're just walking in that direction, then it'd be like a. Or doing something in that direction, then it's like a. But besides that, it was just plug in all of those. And this is kind of like the same thing as a plugin, but this is something we just currently went over, which is trying to put in counters. So seeing what right counter goes where and so forth. If you remembered, or if you looked up all the counters, then I think this is fairly easy. It's just remembering them. But like I said, as long as you remember like ke and myong for people, in bun, if you want to say honorific of people, like teachers or bosses or something, then you use bun. But besides that, I think this one was fairly easy. This one is plugging in verbs and putting it in the right form. So if it's past, present, or future. And that was pretty much it for this page. This one is pretty much the same. The only thing they want you to do is complete the sentences or the questions that you're getting and answer them and so forth. So you just put in what you think is right. And they had an example at the beginning. And you use that example to finish 1, 2, 3, and 4. This part here is just some questions that you can ask a friend and then give answers to them, and then you can just put their answers right here versus tetap. Or, I mean, you can answer them for yourself. You can read the question to yourself and then answer the question right here. Our teacher, she just did it for us. Like, she just said it to different people in the classroom, and then we just answered. And then on the bottom, we have like a tewa, which is a conversation between two people. And then we just had to do that conversation. And then using this conversation, we made up our own conversations on the back. So as you can see, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then pretty much using the same thing that was on the last page, you just do all 5 of them. And that's what we did with somebody else. Like I said, you can just plug them in for yourself. I tried to write it out where I needed to plug in words. Some other things did change, so you have to look and actually read to see what needs to change at times. Like this one says like chom, and then I think it was like pisaneo, like it's a little expensive. But if you say it's cheap, you wouldn't say that's a little cheap. That just sounds weird, so you probably wouldn't use chom anymore. you'll probably just say 진짜 싸네요, like it's really cheap. But besides that, you just did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top. Then like always, we have an 읽기, which is a reading, and then using the reading at the top, you answer some questions, and we have 3 questions that we had to answer. On the bottom is 쓰기, where we just had to write in answers on the bottom, just answering the 6 questions on the bottom. And lastly, using the 읽기 from the last page, like in all lessons, you write your own paragraph using your own words. And this one just says like your friends, so just introducing your friends, which is the same thing as the last page, but now you're doing it yourself with your own words. And then these are the words that we had at the end. Not too many, just a review lesson. And now we are on lesson 11. Lesson 11 is 동대문 시장이 백화점보다 싸요. So we're learning about saying that something is more expensive than something else, or something is cheaper than something else, and so forth in this lesson. And 2 other things, like when it says "고 싶다," so wanting to do something, and then the exception to verbs that have like the line on the bottom, like 쓰다, and how you actually conjugate those. These are your starting vocabulary words. So here, what we're doing is you have 1, 2, and 3, and it says 관계 없는 것을 고르세요. So you're looking at all 4 and choosing which one does not have a relation to the others. 관계 없는. And then you just circle that. And then here is 반대말을 찾아 연결하세요. So just putting a line connecting the 반대말. So the first one says like 높다, which is high, and this is 낮다, which is low. So you just have to connect them. And here is probably a better position so you can see them clearly. And then on the bottom we have our first 대화, and you just read through the 대화 and then you answer 2 questions. And then we have bottom, which this is a time to use Naver and just go through all of these. I mean, I guess you could use Google, but I haven't tried using Google. Naver is what Korean people generally use for like everything instead of Google. Some people still use Google, but majority use Naver. So I think it probably has the best, probably speaking or Korean speaking. But I mean, I haven't really compared the 2, but you would just put those in and then you can hear them say it and then you could repeat after them. And that'd be like some good, bottom practice or bottom 연습, if you want to say it like that, because we get to hear it in the class and then the teacher just like goes over it with us. And you can see that a little bit better here. And then after that we learned the ending 고 싶다. 고 싶다 means want something, want to do something, want to eat something, want to drink something, and how you actually conjugate it. So we're gonna go through that right now, and I'll go through 1 and 2 with you guys. So the example that they have is 1, 아이스크림을 먹다. So if you know, 먹다 is to eat, and then 아이스크림을, so eat ice cream. Yes, but we want to say like, I want to eat ice cream. How we do that is we just drop the ta. So you drop the ta, and then we have 아이스크림을 먹. And then we just add the ending 코 space 싶어요. 코 싶어요. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the ending 코. So the only thing here is dropping the ta, and then adding the and then adding ko, shi, po, yo. That's it. I think this one is actually fairly easy. The only thing you do is drop the ta. After you drop the ta, you add ko, shi, po, yo. And that's it. So, 아이스크림을 먹고 싶어요. 먹고 싶어요. The two keywords go together, just making it go, 먹고 싶어요. And then we could do one of their actual sentences. So the second one would be 내일은 수업이 없어요. 그래서 친구를 만나다, but we drop the ta and add ko, shi, po, yo. So 그래서 친구를 만나고 싶어요. And then we're finished. 내일은 수업이 없어요. So tomorrow I don't have school. 그래서 친구를 만나고 싶어요. I want to meet my friend or friends. And that is pretty much it on the want. How to say I want to do something. It's just dropping the ta and adding 싶어요. So the first one, you have the little girl saying 아이스크림을 먹고 싶어요. So we went over that one, and we went over the first one where they give you what the person is thinking, and then you plug in the right verb plus 싶어요. So she has her friend there in her mind. So what do? You meet a friend. So 만나고 싶어요. And then you have 2 where it has an electronic dictionary, and then you read through the tewa, and then you say like, what do you want to do? And then you have the next 2. And then on the bottom, this is something that you're supposed to ask like a friend. It says 친구와 이야기해 보세요. So talking to your friends. Honestly, I just did it myself. The teacher asked us these questions in class, but I already wrote out my answers to begin with. And this would be the same thing. You see what they're thinking, and then you just say what they want to do. And that's it. 안녕히 계세요. You're still here? Thanks for watching the video until the end. Please don't forget to check out the description box below for info on my friends that were in the video.
Hi!
Product links, my other social media platforms, and my new product designer. If you guys love the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment, because I really love reading and writing back to comments that fans leave. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.